Hey everybody, it's BC here, and welcome to another episode of Planet Nomads. So last episode we finally got that thing up and running. It's a bit of a lag monster, just like everything else in this area, but it's okay. I've got it on the jack right now. We're gonna leave it there, and don't know if you can see it. Let me change my field of view here for a second. I wish there was actually a hotkey for this. But you can see the rover on its side there. I don't know how he came off. He was actually on the foundation when I put it on the jack, and then I loaded up and it's on its side, and definitely something going on down here with this garage. Like that was up on top, and now it's back in the hole, and I'll load it up tomorrow, and it's going to be going this way on its side and all that stuff. And that used to be up here. I was snagging parts off it, and I guess it flew off of there. But we also had a successful test with the new Canon design, and that was our shot there. And then I had a friend come over last night and did another test shot with it, and it flew almost perfectly straight, and it ended up all the way over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rebuild the entire turret up there. I'm gonna strip the whole thing down, and I've come up with an idea for this section here, how to lock the wheels, and we'll get to that in a second here. But what I'm going to do for not only better accuracy, but for better distance, is I'm going to extend it by 2 more. So it's going to be a total of 8 in length. The drawback is I'm going to add 2 more generators on there, so it's going to be a total of 7 generators to control everything. That's the wheels. I have a different idea for the hover pads. I think the ones on the sides are useless. It's the ones at the ends that are actually doing most of the work, so I might have to sort of double them up like I was doing originally here, or even underneath there. Let me get out of this view here. Go back to 50. There we go. And then we'll also decorate up a little bit. But let's go over here and check this thing out here. I was doing a little bit of testing. I was messing around with another wheeled elevator idea. That's the thing hanging off the wall there. Didn't work out, so I just took the parts off because it was doing the old physics freak out, which is nothing new around here. But this is what I've figured out. If I have the wheels going straight, sort of like how it is now, instead of being on all 4 sides, have them on the corners going in the same direction on the pivot. Let's get build mode on here so you can see what's going on. Turn that on. So I just basically have these wheels going this way, the wheels on the other side going this way. So it's trying to turn, but because the wheels are straight, that it creates resistance. I also have the suspension down to medium right now. So it moves, but it stops immediately. It will not move under any other force but its own actual power. So that's what we're going to do with the base of the turret there. The gun design is basically going to stay the same. I'm going to try to put some angles in, try to make it a little more stylish, but I got to leave the sides open. 1, because it looks cool seeing all the blue rings, and 2, it's easier to load the gun when you can actually get inside it. So let me turn this off. I have a bad habit of leaving those things on. My centipede's dead again. Gotta fuel that up. But let me go ahead and strip everything off here. Actually, I'm going to get it up on the jack before I cut the recording here, just in case something happens. It's always good to catch these things on tape. That's what compilation videos are for. Alright, don't go anywhere. Oh, you're too high, are you? This could be a problem. Unless I could put it on the suspension. No, it will not snap to the suspension. Oh, I don't want to lower the suspension either. Oh, we're going to have to place a block on there. Watch out, this could be deadly. That's it? That's all you got for me today? Before something like this would be a new moon around this planet. Alright. She is anchored. Good. So now I can work on it. The only thing... Stop that. Stop it. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you, huh? Anyway, let me take all this down and I'll bring you back when it's time to start building. Okay, so I got everything taken down. I took a few floor panels out, I had to replace those. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rearrange the generators. I want to hook them up with conveyors and just sort of have like a, let's call it a fuel tank, somewhere I can drop the fuels, refined uranium, and just so I can always fill this up instead of having to deal with 7 reactors or generators. I don't know why I keep calling them reactors. But let's go ahead and so it's going to need, for the design I'm going to do now, I'm going to need 3 for the barrel, 2 for the actual lifting of the turret, and then one of each for one for each set of the wheels. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get this set up now. Let's see, one there, and then one there, and then I should be able to get that one in there, just barely. Good. Then I'll do the same thing, and I'm having the conveyors going towards the center, so maybe I can have the box in the front or something like that. So that one's lined up. That one back a little bit, and then hopefully that'll do. And I can put a T-section in here. Maybe T-section up, T-section up, and another T-section going across to connect to these. Something along those lines. Okay, let's get some conveyors up, see what we can do here. Where are they? Of course they're up here. I need everything, unfortunately. We need a 20 slot hotbar. Alright, where am I going to put the drop box? This actually looks like a good spot for it right here. Sure, not quite center, but hey, we gotta have a place for the conveyor pipe to go down. So let's go and put a T-section in the bottom. And we'll go that way. Put another T-section here. And that'll feed to these ones. And we'll put a straight there and there. And then an elbow. Just like so, and I can put the container at the other end there. I'll also put another elbow there. One there, and one straight and then a T. Go to 8, 0, and just like so. So in this way it's just easier to fuel everything instead of having to find out which one has fuel, which one doesn't. You just drop 20 sticks in the box there, and whenever one needs fuel, it'll be more than happy to take it. And just like so. And I've started thinking about some like big ideas I can possibly attempt to do and see if the game can actually handle it. Oh, can I not reach that one? Where are you? Oh, I'm gonna have to get it from up here, I think. But almost thinking of trying to attempt something like a mech or of some sort. The only thing that scares me is like build size and build limits and part counts and whatnot. Oh, I need a straight there. Alright, now just put a small container at the front and we are good to go. There's our fuel tank. So all I do is just dump the uranium in there and it powers all the generators. So now let's get our rotor back here, or rotational plate, whatever you want to call it. So put that there. That should be good. I want it roughly center, but I'm built on evens here, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. Oh, that's not what I want. I want a number 4. And let's go by a 7x7. Really? You're gonna do that to me? Alright, fine. Let's stop you in your tracks. Hold you there for now until you get some wheels down. So I'm going to do basically the same setup I did with the top of the carriages there, where I had the notches out in the corner. And I'm going to get that set up with the wheels on it, and the wheels are going to be going directional like this, like you would have normally on a car. So I'll bring you back when that's done. Okay, so I got it all set up. It was a little bit of a physics freak out here. This thing was sort of spinning around a little bit. I got the suspension on. I went and could put the first wheel on, and I had trouble snapping it onto the suspension. I finally grabbed, and it was tweaking out all over the place, but it was enough for me to get a couple more wheels on. I took the other one off, the first one I put on, and it was fine. But anyways, so what I'm thinking here is, because I didn't like having the cockpit right behind the cannon, so I want to try to get two of them up here on the back, and to go with we'll go with the 2x3s this time. We don't need anything too big. I don't know how much space I need. I think I want these to go up, so let's actually build this up a little bit. Oh, still haven't figured out why that happens. Do it all the time. Sloppy building on my part. Good thing I got my magic tool. So, now let's see, how wide is this thing going to be? Let's actually put it out a little bit more. Is that going to interfere with the wheels? It probably will. And we'll go up a little bit more then. And it's raining. Of course it is. When isn't it raining on my planet? Well, I don't know. I'm sure if I went to a different biome it wouldn't rain at all, but let's see how this looks. Number 1. First, let's see how it looks from a standpoint, because the barrel's going to be... Ooh, here comes the save. Yeah. The barrel itself is 5 wide, so that's going to be on the inside of the suspension here. So it's basically going to be right here. So when I'm inside, I want to make sure that I can get a better view of it. And I think we might go up one more. Oh, one more, but in one more? Or, I don't know, let's figure it out here. Okay, you don't like that. I'm going to stand back while I do this. Will it let me build here? I think it will. I don't think the angles really affect the wheels too much. Alright, zappy. Dunk. And let's see if that works. I really wish I knew how to put a hover jack on the base foundations. I've seen people do it, but I can't do it, and I think it's because I'm in survival. I like that better. Alright, so everything's basically going to be the same for now. I do need to build a bit of a foundation, but I'm going to get the other side done and get the whole hinge area set up and start working on the barrel, and I'll bring you back when it's time to start getting some, whenever I get there. Okay, I got the barrel all rebuilt. I actually had to rebuild it twice. I got that block right there underneath the whole thing that was supposed to be supporting it. as I was building it out, somehow that block had clipped through that block, and so I wasn't able to place my supports and get everything ready for the hover pads, or the lifter, I'll call it. And a little thing too, when you're building on stuff that's on a hinge, or even rotors aren't too bad on a hinge. Yeah, you might want to keep your distance. This thing one shot me twice. It was first time it happened. Where was I? Was standing like right on top of that block. I just placed something right there, and the whole thing went up and killed me instantly. And then it happened again over here. I guess it came up and hit me in the chin or something. But there she is. So what I'm planning is I'm gonna have 32 hover pads in here, 8 on the top, 8 on the sides, and 8 on the bottom, and have it like I did there where they're alternating. So it'd be up here and then down here, up here and down here. And then I get a couple more on the bottom. We'll see how it does with 4. I will extend this base, of course, but start with 4, and if that's not enough, then well, originally I was thinking of doing 8 2 sets. That's why I'll need 2 generators for them. One generator for one set, one generator for the other set, so I don't have to keep messing around with the controls, just go with that. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my hover pads on here, and I'll bring you back when she's ready to go. I do have to, I might leave this here, I might move it here a little closer, just have a cradle so when it comes down, it sits down properly, and hopefully those wheels are going to be okay. They were doing a little bit of a funky chicken dance on me, but I loosened up the suspension and they settled down. So let me get some hover pads in here and I'll be right back. Okay, I have everything in place. I got it all wired up. I haven't actually tested to see if it's actually going to do anything, but we're going to find out. What I want to know what's going to happen is when I take it off the jack, off this jack, and then off that jack in the back. So I did make a couple of backup saves just in case, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to rebuild this thing, especially configuring all those hover pads. I got 42 of them, or no, yeah, I got 40 of them, 32 in the barrel and 8 lifters. I might have to add more lifters, I don't know, but hello, Mr. Physics. Yep, that's what I thought. You're not liking that, are you? No, you're not. Are, oh my god. Did it actually figure itself out? And why is it pivoting here? I know I'm tempting fate being up this close, but well, it's definitely an improvement on the physics. Usually this thing would have been airborne by now. But let's get these jacks out of the way. Get that one out. Yes, I do gotta fill up these holes. And, okay, yeah, I haven't put any fuel in it yet. But let's see what happens when we take this one out. Hold your breath. It moves like the ocean. That's hilarious. Alright, let's get some fuel in here. See if we can turn this for one. I don't know if it's going to have to be blocked or not. Judging by the looks of it, it will. We'll make sure we... Oh, shut up. Oh, yeah, because they're all turned off. That's right. Actually, let's do a systems check. Let's get everything up and running. Okay, oh yeah, the lifters were over here. Let's see if these actually work. Okay, that's good. So we have our angle. If I want, I could fine tune those a little bit, but that's actually working really good. I like that. So we get, what, 1 degree for each one? Yeah, something like that. This just gets it off the cradle. This drops it back down. The barrel, I will have to have that turned off while I'm driving around. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if that's on or not.
But let's see if we can turn the wheels. So I got these two here for the barrel, or these two here for the lifters. These three here, as you can see by the colorful green lights, are for all the hover pads up there, or the barrel, I should say. This is for the main wheels. This is for small wheels. So I'm going to turn those off because we don't need the main wheels right now. Again, I could probably leave that on. And we're just going to turn the small wheels on and see if we can actually turn this. It moves. Slow, but it moves. I could probably turn the turning up a little bit. Actually, that's what I like to do is have the cockpit set up so I actually come right up here. So if I want to reload, I can reload and hop back in. And I have one on either side, so if I want to be on the left, I can be on the left. If I want to be on the right, I'm on the right. So let's just change the torque for one, because I never did change that, because speed isn't the key in this situation. Alright, let's see what happens. Nice. Now the only thing is if I want to fire, I will have to disable these wheels. And I like that, it actually stays in place. Might almost be worthwhile to have another generator here just for the wheels instead of having it down there. Okay, well, let's go for a test shot, shall we? Let's see, wheels, turn those off. Oh, that's not what I want. I want power. Okay, so those are off. Those are off. We know this thing does drive, so let's fire up the lifters. Yeah, they seem to work better at when they're at the end than they do on the sides, and I don't really know why that is. But now the question is, can we load this without it killing me? Probably should have a little platform here. But I think I might be able to get in here somewhere. I didn't even think about this. Let's see here. I'm just going to put a few blocks here for now. I'll stand on those. Alright, now I cannot actually get in there. Get a little closer. I refuse to actually stand on this thing while I'm placing anything because we all know what happens. Is it not snapping there? Oh, come on, you serious? Oh. Yeah, I definitely have to set up some sort of loading thing. And I am not tempting fate. I am not tempting fate. I might have to put a little walkway on here for loading purposes in the future. Just at the moment, I'm not taking the chances of standing on this thing. And I really don't want to spend the time reloading it, and now I'm realizing I'm actually on the wrong side. Just because of the fact that this thing is on suspensions, a rotor plate, and having that hinge there, this is a physics nightmare waiting to happen, so I do have to be careful. At least we can move these things really easy. And of course I can't get in there. There we go. Alright, and we'll go with the double, and we're going to stick a beacon on this one. Just because. Let's put that here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a little gantry going on the side, or walkway or something. Alright, well, we're going to have to go here then. Oh, yeah. This thing is just so awkward to maneuver around. I don't know what to think about the loading process too much. I knew we'd have to do it this way, but there we go. Now can I stick a beacon on this thing? One of these solar beacons. Because I want to see how fast it goes, and I want to see how far it goes. So am I going to be able to get in there? Oh, almost. Almost. Let's see if we can back up a little bit without falling off. Alright, oh, there's that autosave. I can see that one coming a mile. Ah, it scared me. Alright, let's see. Let's get a couple blocks on the end here. We'll be down here in just a second. Alright, remember that solar beacon. If I can get on there. Yes, not the easiest thing in the world to load. There it is. Alright. And just like all our satellites, we're going to name this F. No, that's not what I want. I want the beacon. There we go. That's B, C, D, E, F. Alright, so let's take it for a test fire. I thought it was swinging there for a minute, but that was me. I'm going to leave it where it is. Yeah, I'm going to get up here when I take that block out, if I can reach it. Yeah, I can. Just to stay out of harm's way of the barrel. Alright, let's check this out. Doesn't look like it's working too well, but it bounced. That counts. I think it went like 200 meters before it dropped. Didn't go very fast though. But it works. Sometimes it does load properly in there, like if I made another one. It might sit in there a little bit better. We might have to make them 3 next time. Or we could try with a 1. Let's actually try one more test with a single and see what happens. And I think it was this block here. Yes. And we're not even going to bother putting a beacon on this. Okay, and fire. Come on. Oh, it got stuck in the dead zone. I think it's because it's too short. But at least she's up and running. She's mobile, and I don't think this is actually going to move while I'm driving around. So, anyways, I think I'm going to call the episode here. I want to try to get this up and running a little bit better. Could be better. We got, what, 300 meters with a couple of bounces, which isn't too bad. Wanted to see if we could take out a tree. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.